Well, hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday and happy St. Patrick's Day. It's Tuesday, March 17th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. And we are making some gorgeous cards today. And this is the new card kit. So, if any of you guys are my customers and you purchase $100 or more before shipping and tax, this next 2 weeks. So it starts yesterday because it goes either from the 1st to the 15th or the 16th to the end of the month. So all the kits from the 1st through the 15th orders went in the mail today. So yesterday, if you ordered yesterday or till the end of the month, you'll get this card kit. So it's all three cards and they're using the same pack of paper, but just different colors. And that's the inside of that one. They're all color coordinated. So the insides are the same, but they match the front. So, and can you see the glitter? Can you see the glitter? I love glitter. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So I tell you what, I went to go visit my mother this morning and I don't know what got into her today, but she could not stop laughing. We just got giggling and it was just so funny. We just laughed and laughed and laughed. And part of it was I got there right before lunch and they bring her lunch in and she opens the thing. Now they have the option, they get the menu every day. And if they don't like what's on the menu, there's like three substitutions that they can pick from. So if they don't like the current menu for the day, they can either pick like a cheeseburger, chicken fingers, or something else. I can't remember. But she forgot to go look this morning, so they bring in roast beef. Well, she doesn't have any teeth because, she has false teeth, but they don't fit anymore. So we went and got the new false teeth done and spent like a month going back and forth to this denture place. And she wore them for about 4 days and decided she didn't like them because she doesn't have any bone left. So they just don't really fit. But so now she still doesn't have teeth. So she can only eat stuff that's kind of soft. So they bring roast beef, creamed spinach, and mashed potatoes. So she can't eat the roast beef at all because it's too tough. She doesn't like spinach. So she ate the mashed potatoes. And I said, well, that's a disgusting lunch. I said, do you want me to go get you something? She goes, no, I'll just eat one of these Bobos. I bring her these, they're like peanut butter and jelly oatmeal cookie things that they're kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, basically, but it's got oatmeal, like it's in an oatmeal cookie instead of bread. But she loves those things, so that's what she eats when they have a gross lunch. But so then she ate that. She ate mashed potatoes, peanut butter jelly thing, and then they had cake for dessert. So she ate the piece of cake. Then I had brought her grapes, so she ate some grapes, and then this chocolate that they have at Aldi's, which is like, I don't know if it's German chocolate or I think it's from Germany. Um, but she really likes this chocolate. I went to Aldi's and got it. So she ate that and I said, well, that was the healthiest lunch ever. I said, you had sugar, sugar, and more sugar and sugar for dessert. And she just got so tickled. And then it was like everything I said just cracked her up. So it was funny. So let me say hello. Hey, Myra. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Trina. Hey, Marva. Hey, Carol. Hey, Amy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Christine. Hey, Cindy. Did I say Carol? I think I missed Carol. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Marva. Wow, who got 7 feet of snow? I missed that. Was that Amy? I don't know. Whoa. I know I saw a lot of people got snow. Um, hey, Diana. Yeah, our weather's been crazy too. We had 75 yesterday, and then today, well, it went down to the 30s last night. We had a huge storm yesterday. like tornadoes and everything, and thunderstorm, and we had gusts, wind gusts like 50 to 60 miles an hour. It was crazy. But this morning it was cold. It only got up to like 45 today. Hey Therese. Oops. Everybody just went scrolling past me. Hold on. I don't know where I stopped. Hey Bina. Hey Heather. You know what's so weird is I took the picture of these cards and then I did like the crop and adjust the color and everything. And then I've been going to like Chat GPT and saying, okay, create a background for these cards. And it's been doing like really cool backgrounds and stuff. So, and then I put my watermark on it. But it comes out perfect on my phone. And then I put it up here as the thumbnail and it's all blurry. And I don't know why, because on my phone it's perfect. But that's weird because it was such a perfect picture. And then I put it up here and it's crummy. Hey, Joan. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Frida. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly, you need to send me your address because you won a card last time and I didn't get it. Um, so make sure you send me your address. All right, I'm going to stop. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Judith. Hey, Joan. Hey, Judy. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Amy. Hey, Regina. It's so hard to stop. I want to say hello to everybody, but I got to stop sometime. All right, so those are the cards we're making. Here's what you need. We're using the Faith Collection again. So same words because I had them out already. So that's for this card. So we're using the words from that. So you need that, or you could use any stamps that you want, but that's where I got the words from. We're using Nature Symphony for this stamp right here. That's the one that's going to go in the background and also on the inside. So you just need that one stamp or any stamp that creates your background. And then our main stamp for today is from Paradise Garden. So we're going to be using these flowers, and I'm also using the words from that. So this is a really pretty stamp set. And then we're going to be using the dies, and it also comes with an embossing folder. And this is actually a hybrid embossing folder. So these two come together. So you'll get the embossing folder and the dies together. And then this one goes with the um, embossing folder. So that's what you need for today's cards. And I got some happy mail. So let me show you the happy mail. I got a bunch of St. Patrick's Day cards. Perfect. They came just in time. So I just saw something about Aldi's chocolate. I saw a lot of people got snow. Yeah, those Aldi chocolate bars are delicious. And she likes the hazelnut ones. It's like chocolate filled with hazelnut, so it's kinda like Nutella in the middle. All right, this one is from, Debbie Lindauer. She sent me a St. Patrick's Day card and then sent me a really sweet note too. Love that. So cute, and that set's retiring, that jar set. So make sure you get that if you want. Then I got a card from Marilyn Skelton, and this is really cute, and she sent me a gift card. I love gift cards. And Chipotle is one of my favorite places. And she sent me stamps. It's upside down. So I got stamps too. All right, so here's the card. This is cute. I'm having a fun fold class next week, so I might copy this. Isn't that cute? I love it. Very cute. But I only have one pack of this paper, so I probably can't do this card, but it's really cute. And that's a ladybug embossing folder. That's so cute. I love it. Love it. Love it. And then, oops, I almost grabbed my cards. This card is so pretty. This is from Courtney Otis, and I absolutely love this color. And I love how she embossed this, and there's shimmer on there, so she's Wink of Stella. But I love this color's Fresh Freesia. I think this is from the Soft Subtles designer paper pack, the 6x6. I think. I'm not positive, but I think that's where it's from. And then these flowers, I can't remember what they're from, but oh, that is such a pretty card. I love it. Love it. Love the colors. I think that's Pool Party and Fresh Freesia. But that is absolutely gorgeous. And then she sent me this sweet note. I have never in my life seen such neat handwriting. I wish I could write like that because you guys know I have the sloppiest handwriting ever in the history of mankind. All right, then this one is from, oops, that's not supposed to be there. This is from Cheryl Fagan, and she sent me this cute card with the take a sip paper. Cute, cute. Love it. And then I got this card from Valerie Fitzgerald. And this is a cute, fun pop up card for Easter. When is Easter? I don't even know when Easter is. I know it's in April, I think, right? And oh, hey, Elaine. You live in Elgin, Illinois? I have a cousin that lives in Elgin, Illinois. This is from Kelly Collins, and this is a cute St. Patrick's Day card. And she sent one just the same to my mother, and Marilyn sent one too. So here's my mother. She got the same exact card from Kelly. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so pretty." And she's like rubbing it and she's feeling it. She's like, "How did she do that? Did she cut these hearts out?" And she's just staring at it and she goes, "Wow, she put a lot of work into this card." And then she opens it and she goes, "Oh my gosh." And she's like, "This feels like suede almost." And she's like, "Is that a stamp or did she type that?" I swear, 30 minutes she was looking at this card. I was cracking up. I said, "Good grief." And then this is what she does. So she goes, I'm not going to show her address, but she looks at it. She goes, "She has got some really nice handwriting." And then she goes, "Now, where did she get that? Is that a stamp? And did she stamp that?" And I'm like, "Yes, she stamped it." I think this is our new stamp, maybe. It's called like framed all around or something. I think that's where that came from. But then she looks and sees where she's from, and she's like, I don't think I've ever heard of that. And she's just going on and on. I mean, it was like a good 20, 30 minutes on the two. She got two cards today, and I was just cracking up. I'm like, "Oh my God, you're killing me." She's just funny. All right. So this is what we're doing. If you just joined in, hello, hello, hello. I just realized I'm crooked. Um, Minnesota's gonna be 70 on Saturday. I think we're gonna, warm up again tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, it's gonna be cold again. Um, Thursday, we're gonna warm up. Yeah, it was the sugar. Lisa, I think you're right, the sugar. I think that is what she was on a sugar rush because she did not stop talking and giggling and I was cracking up. Uh, anyway, yeah, we had all 3 seasons in one day too yesterday. That temperature dropped once that storm came through. Oh, yeah, I should have videotaped her today. Dang it, that's what I should have done is just videotaped her laughing because she could not stop laughing. Yeah, she does. She just gets so excited when she gets cards. All right, so, um, that's all I got to show you. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Now, these cards are pretty easy. They're all exactly the same except for different colors. So, the base pieces are 5.5 by 8.5. We're using Crushed Curry, Berry Burst, and Poppy Parade for the back pieces. And then for the front pieces, we're gonna be using 5.25 by 4 Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, and Pumpkin Pie. Those are also the colors of all the ink pads you need. So I used all 6 of these ink pads. Then you need 6 pieces of white, 3 for the front, 3 for the inside. And I just went ahead and cut them all the same size because I figured if I cut 2 different sizes and somebody gets this kit, they might accidentally glue down the wrong one on the front or the inside, and then it would mess everything up. So I just went ahead and did them all the same size. And then you need a scrap of white for the flowers to stamp and cut out. And um, then you need 3 pieces of this designer paper. So we've got the yellow, orange, the red, and the purples. And those are 3.5 by 3.5. And we're going to cut them. Yeah, that wind was terrible. I know. She is funny. And they were having a big St. Patrick's Day party today. So when I left, she was gonna go down there to the dining room and they were gonna have some like cake. More cake. I mean, like she already had cake with lunch, but they were gonna have more cake and ice cream. So I said, "Oh, good, more sugar." Hey Marilyn. I loved your card. All right, so everybody got it? And we can get started. So the only bad thing about this is I have to clean the ink pads, I mean, not the ink, the stamps between each card because I'm using the same stamps, basically, the flowers and this background. I did switch the words for these two, but um, I do have to clean the stamps in between each one. So let's go ahead and stamp the flowers. So this is our scrap paper. Oh, no, let's go ahead and cut this. We'll do that first. So that's our scrap. Oh, and let me show you the paper since I didn't do that. So this is the paper and it comes in all different colors. And I picked these three because they were almost exactly the same patterns. So this is the three that we're using. Oh, they're all upside down. Okay. So see how they're all like double colored, but they're almost the same pattern on each one. So I just picked those. And then the back coordinates with the front. And then there's also this one, which is probably one of my favorite in the pack. But the only bad thing is if I cut this, then half the people would get green and half the people get blue. And so I didn't use those, but that's the back of that. That's the purple I used. I used that one. And then this one's pretty too. But since this piece is so small, I figured if I did this one, you might get like this corner here, which really doesn't have a lot in it. And then we've got this green piece. So, so I used half of the pack. And then this one I wanted to show you. I found this the other day when I was just looking for something and I was like, that's weird. I've never seen this paper. So it could have been around a while. I don't know. But I had not seen it. So if I hadn't seen it, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It is new because it's 167. So anything that's 167 is new, like pretty much this year. But it's really cool paper. It's embossed with silver. So here's one sheet. And then that's the back, the pink. Isn't that pretty? So let me do it this way so you can see. So that's one sheet. And then we have this one with these like stripe and gold. And the back is polka dots, circles. And then we've got this one with polka dots and swishes and gold and orange on the back. And then we've got orange and pink stripe with this on the back. And I don't know where this is. I don't know if it's an online exclusive or if it was in the mini catalog. I don't think it was. And then this one is silver, pink, and purple, and blue and green stripes on the back. And oh, this one. So this one has pink and silver with shapes on the back. So interesting paper. I thought it was really pretty. And I have no idea where it came from because I never saw it before, but it's called Splash of Sparkles Specialty Designer Paper. And it's 167-200. Just in case you're interested, I thought it was cool. Oh, it's a January online exclusive. See, how come you guys know so much more than I do? I totally missed it. Did not see it at all. So, isn't that funny? Just like that other stamp set that I already had that I swear I never saw it before. Marie, that paper was 167-200. 200. 167-200. All right, so what we need to do is cut this. So you're going to cut from the top left to the bottom right. And I just realized my paper is not all exactly the same size. I cut them separately, but let's cut this one separate. All right, so what you got to do is just put it in your trimmer diagonally from corner to corner and make sure you got it the right side up and then hold it down. So you got that. So that's one. And then when you flip it over, we're not doing it like that. We're doing it like this. So you're going to put the top of that half that way. So that's one piece. And then I think I could do these two together because they're the same. So, oops, maybe not. It's easier to probably do separate just because you're cutting diagonally. So make sure it's right there in the middle. And then we'll have this one. And then this will go this way. So there's number two. And then this one, same thing. And move just a touch. Hate that when it moves. The hardest thing is cutting paper diagonally, I think. All right, so then this one is your purple, and you could put it that way if you wanted to, but I'm doing it this way. So we're gonna have that, and then this part will be white. So there's our cutting. Hey Tracy, so much better in person. I know. See, I know. Shirley says I don't recognize that paper either. I don't know why. Just some days I'll be looking through online and I'm like, where did this paper come from? It's the craziest thing. All right. So we're just going to set this aside for a minute. And so this is our scrap paper. We're going to stamp and we need 3 pieces to do our inside. So this would be the inside and the, um, all right. So here's what I did. I started with crushed curry and then I also used pumpkin pie. So I'm just going to set them next to each other. And we're going to take our flour, and it's stained red now because I stamped it with red. So I inked it in crushed curry. And then I took my blending brush, the orange one. You know what? Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought I forgot one. All right. And then I just kind of dabbed it around in the middle. And then we're going to stamp it. So we'll just do it straight up and down. I probably should have put a cushion under this to get it a better. Oh, this flower DSP just came out. So this is pretty new. I think it was March online exclusive. All right, so then we're going to do the same thing again. So let me just stamp that off a little bit. All right, so we're going to ink it up with the yellow crushed curry and top it with the pumpkin. And then we're going to stamp that on our inside of our card. Probably should get that out of the way. And then see, it just gives it a little bit of pop of color in there. I think that's so pretty. All right, so then we're going to clean this real quick. I probably, since it's so light, I probably just could stamp it off on here. Okay, there we go. All right, so also with this yellow, we need this. So, and I did stamp off on this here. I might as well just use this as a. All right, so there's the inside of that one done. And then we also need to do the front of one with that yellow too. Oh, I gotta use that for the words. All right, so we're gonna stamp off and then stamp kind of just around. All right, so that's one. And then let's clean it. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the words right there. So we're gonna use the orange. So we're done with yellow. Done with the yellow. And we're gonna take the orange pumpkin pie and stamp our words. Now the words, just remember to do them pretty close to the top and over to the left. Let me just double check. It's gonna go like this and like this. So we just want to make sure we got enough room. Okay, so that looks perfect. All right, so there's one. So we're done with those colors. That's the only bad thing about this. It just takes a little bit longer because you got to switch colors. All right, the second one is Calypso Coral and Poppy Parade. Hey, Gloria. Oh, yeah, the paper's in stock. That's probably not, I haven't seen a single card with it. I have not seen one single card with that splash of sparkles. And that's why I was like, where's this card from? That's so crazy. Um, all right, so we're gonna do the flower first. So I'm gonna stamp it in Poppy Parade. Now, this was a pretty juicy, I mean, not Poppy Parade, this is Calypso Coral, right? Yep. Okay, Calypso Coral. Now, this was really juicy, so I did stamp off. Well, hold on. All right, we want to just lightly stamp off. And then I'm going to add the red. This is Poppy Parade. Okay. Then we're going to stamp it. So depending on how well inked your pads are, it should go straight with that and then sponge with that. But mine, when I did it, you couldn't really see the red in there. So that's why I stamped off. So that's better. All right, then we're going to ink it up again and just lightly stamp off and add some red. And then we're going to stamp that on our inside. Right here. Oh, love it. Now, if it comes out and it's not red enough for you to see it right there, I'm definitely gonna have to clean that one. You can just take it and just dab a little bit more on the center, just real gently, and that'll give it some more color. Okay, so we're done with that sponging, and then we're gonna take our little thingamabobber. I don't know exactly what you call this, and just remember to stamp off. You want this to be really light and not overpower the flower. So that's done. And then um, our other white piece, we're going to go ahead and stamp that. Let's do one more. And you're not going to see most of that because it'll be covered up, but and then the words for that we're going to use wishing you a lovely day. Oops, in red. And we want that to be like right up here. Perfect. Okay, so I got to clean those and we are done with those colors. So I did bring my cleaner. But once you use red on a stamp, it's pretty much stained red permanently. I haven't found anything to get that red off. That's the only bad thing about photopolymer. It does stain red. Okay. All right. So last one is our purple one, and then we'll put them all together. Oh, I wanted to show you something else too. I remembered. So this is what the new ink pads are going to look like. So this is a close to my heart one, but when Stampin' Up! First bought Close to My Heart and took it over, they had a few of these ink pads available, and I bought one because I had a feeling they were going to change over to the new ones, to these. And I just wanted to see how it was. So this is, it's magnetic. So you just open it like that. It's just boom, boom, super easy. So if you have arthritis like I do all over, your whole body pretty much, and the current ink pads sometimes are hard to open and you get ink everywhere. It makes it so much easier. So see how the pad is different? It's got the felt instead of the foam. And this color is pretty close to Pretty Peacock. So it comes apart, or you could leave it. They are magnetic like that. So, and then when it's closed, it is upside down. So the ink stays there. And it's just a tad bigger. So this is almost Pretty Peacock. I probably could actually, oh no, actually it's closer to like Pacific Point. Um, I probably could save this pad because I bought it, but I never really used it because it wasn't one of our colors. But I bet you I could just get a re-inker and change it to a color. But here's the difference in the size. So it's a little bit thinner, but it's a little bit longer. So that's the difference. So it should fit if you have the like a stamp holder. It should still fit because it's a little bit narrower. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that just because I happen to have that. But there you go. Okay, so last two colors we're using are Berry Burst. Will they fit in the stamp tray? I think they should because it's um they might stick out just a little bit, but I think, it is thinner. And as far as the width or height, I guess it's about exactly the same. So it's about the same height, like this way, thickness, but it's just slightly, just like quarter of an inch um, thinner. But it's about probably no, about half to three quarters of an inch longer. So just wanted to give you that little update because I can't order them yet. We can't order them until the 24th unless you went to Onstage and then they get to pre-order early. But um, yeah, I know. Tracy says very few ideas on Pinterest with that splash of sparkle. That's why I never saw it. I'm like, I don't know where that paper is from. Oh, lava soap will take the red off. But see, I use red and pink all the time. So, um, yeah, I have such bad arthritis. Look how they're like, that one's totally crooked. Some days I'll just sit there like this, just messing with it. Oh, chapstick around the edges helps. Huh. Oh, Michelle says they couldn't order the inks either. Okay. Even if you went to Onstage. Yeah, I am going to order the 5 new in colors, but the other ones are not going to be changing over till next year. So you don't have to worry about that. It's just only the 5 colors. Okay, so this one, um, it's stuck. Okay, so we're going to use the Berry Burst as our background. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that real quick. All right, so there's my little background for the inside, and then for the front, just make sure you stamp off. There, that should be good. All right, so that's done. Now for the words, that's going to go in the Blackberry Bliss. right up here. Oh, do any of you guys watch Doc? It's on, I think it's on Fox. All right, we're going to ink up this. Oh, that's juicy. I can't remember if I stamped this one off or not. I don't know. We'll see. I think I did stamp it off because I'm not even really seeing this purple on here. I think this one's really juicy and that one's not. So I did stamp it off, but let's just see on the inside first what it looks like. It still looks pretty, but if you want more purple, just go like this and just dab a little bit of purple like that. All right, so there's the inside of that one. And then we need one more on the scrap. So I'm going to ink this up again. I kind of like it dark like that. Yeah, no, Doc is it's on Fox. It's about this doctor. She's I forget where it's located, but she's like real mean. She's like the chief of the like the head chief or whatever. And she goes home one night, she gets in a car accident and she gets amnesia and she forgets like the last 8 years or seven or 8 years of her life. And she wakes up in the hospital where she works and they start asking her questions and they're like, you know, do you know your kids' names and what age are they? And she tells the age like 7 or 8 years. I think it's 8 years. And they're kind of looking like, uh-oh. And then they're like, do you know who's president? She's like, Obama. So they're like, oh no. So she remembers all the medical stuff though, but she just can't remember like she got divorced and her son died and um, all these different things, but she doesn't remember any of that. So anyway, it's so but now that she's back, she's so nice to everybody and they're all like, what's going on? But it is so good. So I've been like, I saw the first season already, but I've been binge watching the second season. So, all right. So we do need to die cut these. I did a couple ahead of time. So this is what that looks like stamped off, but we're going to go ahead and die cut it real quick. I guess I should have left all this over here. Okay, so I think I actually am just gonna do the yellow one since I already did the other two, even though I really like that one better. So, but it's definitely an awesome show if any of you guys want to watch it. So we're just gonna lay this down here and put it on top. And then I like to just stick it down with my um, Post-it tape. And then we're just gonna run it through here. Ta-da! It's loud. Okay. So highly recommend that show if you guys are looking for a show to watch. But I've been watching it on demand on Cox. And the only bad thing is, I used to tape everything and watch it without commercials. And now I got rid of that option because it was like 25 extra dollars a month to be able to tape stuff. So um I have to sit through all the commercials and it's like so annoying. Okay. Let me read some comments. Do you use that, Lois? I've heard of lava. Isn't it like red and a red thing? Best medicine. I've never heard of that. All right, so we're going to start with the yellow. So we've got yellow and we've got orange. So this is crushed curry and pumpkin pie. So we're gonna glue that down. And I debated putting a ribbon on this because I really didn't see anything that matched except for like linen thread, unless I colored it or something. And um, I'll show you what the linen thread looked like, but I wasn't like crazy about it. Okay, and then we've got these two. Make sure you get the right one. That's the right one there. And this one goes this way. So you just want to leave a little bit of a border around that. And this one just butts right up to it. But you could do this with any paper you have pretty much. If the back does not match the front, then pick two pieces that match. I mean, they go together and just flip them over. Like say you had if this didn't match the back like this, if you had like this piece and let's say this piece and you cut them, then you could, switch. Oh, thinking back. Oh, okay. Are you guys still there? I don't know what happened. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. I don't know what happened. It was like the internet just went out and I just kept trying to refresh it and it finally came back. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. I was just sitting here making the card and all of a sudden I saw it's buffering. It's buffering. But it was weird because my phone wasn't buffering because I could still see all of your comments and everything, but um, it wasn't coming through on my computer. So anyway, thank goodness. Woo! Okay. So hopefully in the replay, it just skips that part. But all right, so I just glued this down first, and then I'm gonna glue this down in the middle. I know some people left. I saw some people going, okay, I'll just watch it later. And I was like, dang, don't leave, don't leave. I hate the internet still. Ugh, sometimes it just is so aggravating. Now, if I did this video last night, I would have expected that because that storm was so bad. But today, it was beautiful out. All right, and then this piece just goes here. We're almost done, though. Thank you guys for sticking around. I have a funny joke for you guys tonight, too. Oops. All right, and then this flower, go on with dimensionals. I should have been sitting here putting dimensionals on while we were waiting. I was panicking though. I was like, oh no, if it stops then I can't finish the video. I have to start it all over again. I was praying, praying hard. All right, so that's going to go right there. One more. Hopefully, I won't do it again. I love these colors together, though. Just really, and all I did is I just looked at the back and I said, okay, here's all the colors I need. And I got all the ink pads out, and that helps. If you look at the back of the paper, it always tells you what ink pads to use. So that helps a lot. Had to stop watching you. Oh, sorry. I'm glad you came back. It was so weird though, because everything was still going on my phone, but it wasn't on my computer. So I don't know what kind of glitch that was. Okay, so then one more flower. Oh, I forgot to show you what it looks like with the linen thread too. Now, I used my favorite gems on this, so I put yellow in the center of all the flowers. And oops. So I got these gems, and I finally get to use the yellow because I never get to use the yellow. So this is the same ones, and as far as I know, these are still available. The low profile sparkle dots, 166157. They're on the clearance rack, last chance list. All right, so I'm going to take two big ones and put in the center. Not wanting to come off. Of each one. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to put glitter on it too. But if you put the linen thread, which I kind of put it right there, I thought, it didn't really thrill me too much. So that's why I kind of left it off. But if you want to use it, you can. All right, so now we just need glitter and we'll be done. I like this DSP. All right, so I just took my two-way glue pen and just kind of go where the little white things are coming out. And then just sprinkle some glitter. And I do have the link where to get this on Amazon. The two-way glue pen is like, I don't know, $6. And I think the glitter is about $6 too. But if you have dazzling diamonds, that's what that is. I still had some. But I found some on Amazon that's almost exactly the same. It's just ultra fine clear um, glitter. Love it. Love it. Love it. So pretty. All right. So let me put these back here for you. If you want to take a picture, I'll get this out of the way. All right. So there you go. There's the picture for those cards. Aren't they pretty? Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Oh, and if you want to spray them, you can. But you know what? The shimmer spray didn't really show up that I did spray it, but you really can't see it very much. So you can do with or without, but the glitter really shows up. Love it. All right. What's everybody's favorite color? The red, purple, or the yellow? I never do yellow cards. These are not my colors. That is, but these two aren't. So I thought it'd be different for you guys. I know that glitter. I love it. So my glitter is Dazzling Diamonds, which we used to sell. We don't anymore. And but I did find some on Amazon, and I put the link below the video. And this two-way glue pen I got at Amazon, and the link to that is also in the description. But this I bought three. It was a three-pack, and it had one that was like a pen. So say you stamped this and you wanted to put it in glitter, you could just go over top of it with this. And then this is the fine tip, and then I also got one that has a, like a chisel tip. So if you wanted to do, like, say, snow and you had a big area, you could use that one. So I bought all 3, I think, for maybe 10 bucks. All right, so those are the cards for today. Aren't they pretty? I love them. So that's the next card kit. So if you're just joining and, you wanna order, I would love to have you as a customer, and you'll get this card kit after the end of the month. And now it is time for a joke. Purple. I know I love the purple is my favorite too. Just crooked again. I love it. Love it. Okay, one person likes yellow. And pretty much everybody else likes purple the best. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna get the joke. Here you go. All right, John was in an accident and his face was badly burned. The doctors couldn't reconstruct his face with John's own skin because he was so skinny, but his wife said they could use hers. The doctor decided that the best skin to use was from her butt. So they took her skin and reconstructed John's face. After the surgery, he looked better than ever. His entire family was amazed, but none of them ever learned where the skin came from. They just assumed it was his own. One night, John is overcome with emotion, so he begins to cry and tells his wife, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for your sacrifice. She shrugs and says, Honey, all the thanks I need comes when your mom kisses you on the cheek. I thought that was so funny. It's snowing in Minnesota. Dang. All right. So it's time for card giveaway. So Kimberly, you're on here. Your card is still here. So send me your address. And then I've got Charming Creations. Still hasn't claimed hers. And then we've got a few more. All right. So here's today's cards. Let me give them a good shake. Somehow I'm behind. Okay. Here we go. All right. So first winner. Whoops. I dropped one. Is Kathy Vaverka. Kathy Vaverka. Next winner is Therese Marquez. Therese Marquez. There you go. Next winner is Grace Sugimoto. Grace Sugimoto. And the last person is Kimberly Dorsey. That's a gorgeous card, isn't it? That's my favorite. Sometimes it's almost hard for me to give away some cards. But I had so many of these sunflower cards. I'm like, I need to give some of them away, but I love this card. I think it's so pretty. So there you go. So we are finally done at exactly 1 hour. Oh, good. Kathy's on here. Okay. Oh, here's my address, email. Stampgirl2 at cox.net. So send me your address. And here's also if you want to send cards and prayers for anybody. And then here's my mailing address. And I was laughing because who was it? I think it was Cheryl. She put the wrong address, but it got here. So make sure you put 309. I've had a few people put either the wrong number or a different word there, but make sure you get that. So if you want to send me or my mother a card, I would love it. And she would love it. And that's it for today, guys. I know it is hard to give away your favorite cards. Like most cards, I have so many of the same ones, it's no big deal. But sometimes it's like I just hoard cards that I really love, my favorite ones. So, all right, guys, don't forget if you want to order, just go to Stampin' Up and make sure you got me as your demonstrator, and I would love to have you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff for me. It always helps my channel grow. And I will see you back on Thursday. I will be back on Thursday this week because I don't have too busy of a week this week. So I'll be here Thursday. I was not on last Thursday. So some of you guys sent me a message, but I told you I probably wouldn't be on last Thursday, but I will be this Thursday. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.